Hi, it's Michelle Pryor from Michelle's Ink It Stamp It, and on my last video on how to correctly load your Cricut mat, I got a question from silverarrowNZ, and she asked, what do you do with your mat if you have a chip out of it? So I'm going to show you, because I have had that problem and it is frustrating. It jammed my machine up because every time the chip hit on the chip part, it would tweak it off in one side of the machine. And what I had to do was stop my machine and then start it back up, and it would roll the rollers backwards. So then I was able to gently guide my mat back out. And so that, let me do it. Let me get the mat out. But, so this is what I do. And thank you for that question. That is a great question. So what I do is I just get a piece of blue painter's tape. I don't happen to have a mat with a notch in it, but this is what you do. Wherever your notch is, you put your tape right to the edge where you would put your paper at. I leave it just inside of that. And then secure your tape. And I'm just using 1-inch blue painter's tape. So, and what I will do, if your notch, say your notch is in the middle here, I will just roll this around at the top and then roll this around at the bottom of the notch. So I'm not using so the notch isn't using, making it go crooked. So that way you still have a nice straight edge for your guide to go to. Same thing if you have a crack in your mat this way. I would just take a piece of blue painter's tape and I put on the back of the mat, get it flat, and put the tape across it. And you do have to make sure that your tape is edge to edge and run over it real good. Probably use your scraper and go over it and burnish it so that nothing sticks up and everything is still smooth when your machine rolls in. So you would take your tape, again, make sure it's really smooth and that you have no wrinkles. And then let me show you over at my machine. Okay, so here we are back at my machine. And you have your guides are there. So I would make sure that normally I make sure my mat is up against this side. But if I have a notch in my mat over here, I think I'm going to use this guide and make sure it's over at that guide and then put it in. That gives it just a little bit of slip room right there. And then when you load it, the rollers are going to catch over that and take it right in so it goes nice and smooth. So that's how you repair your mat. This is not a fix to be able to use it time and time again. This is just a fix to be able to use it until you can get a new mat. 1 or 2 cuts. I probably wouldn't chance it more than that because it will stop your machine. Your light over here is going to go red. When that happens, I just turn it off. And then when I turn it back on, it, rolls your arrows backwards, just like if I shut my machine off now and turn it back on, it's going to roll your mat back out. So do that slowly and I just guide it with my hands so that you're able to take it out. I hope that helps. Thank you, silverarrowNZ, for the question, and I will answer any questions as I can as you have them. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe up here, and I will put other videos over here that you might be interested in. Thanks for watching.